Get ready to be captivated by the spellbinding world of Outlander once again, as Season 8 takes us on a riveting adventure through the ages where the past and present intertwine and the ultimate clash of times awaits.
I don't have to do what you tell me to.
You do. You are my wife.
In the Outlander book series by Diana Gabaldon, the story revolves around Claire Randall, a young woman who unintentionally steps into a stone circle in the Highlands and finds herself transported 200 years into the past. As the series progresses, it becomes clear that Claire is not the only one who has discovered the mystical properties of these stones. Eventually, Claire herself will journey back to her own time and later return to the past, with her daughter following in her footsteps. According to the rules established in the series, when using these magical stones, a traveler is typically sent back approximately 200 years relative to their original time. What pivotal event sets the timeline in motion during Season 1 of Outlander? In Season 1 of Outlander, the timeline follows a straightforward progression with two main periods. It begins in the 1940s, when Claire and Frank Randall visit Scotland. Claire accidentally travels through the magical stone circle, transporting her to the year 1743. She becomes entangled with the locals, including the charismatic Jamie Fraser. As the season unfolds, Claire faces challenges and dangers while navigating the complex world of 18th century Scotland. She forms a deep connection with Jamie, leading to their marriage for protection. Despite her longing to return to her own time, Claire decides to stay with Jamie. Their journey takes them to Lallybrook and eventually to Wentworth Prison, where Jamie is tortured but ultimately rescued by Claire. The season concludes by returning to the present day, where Frank searches for his missing wife without success. Up next, what significant historical event shapes the timeline of Season 2 of Outlander? In Season 2, Claire and Jamie travel to France in an attempt to prevent the impending Jacobite uprising and its devastating consequences. Despite their efforts, they fail to avert the war and eventually return to Scotland. Along the way, they face personal challenges, including Claire's pregnancy and Jamie's encounter with his nemesis, Jack Randall. They become involved in the Jacobite cause and witness the rise and eventual fall of Bonnie Prince Charlie. The season culminates in the catastrophic Battle of Culloden, where Jamie sends Claire back through the stones to keep her safe. Heartbroken, Claire returns to the present, reunites with her husband Frank, and starts a new life in Boston. Move on to the next time. What significant event leads to the separation of Claire and Jamie in the timeline of Season 3 of Outlander? Season 3 introduces a fragmented timeline, where Claire and Jamie are separated for many years. The first half of the season depicts Claire's life in Boston in the 1950s, while Jamie navigates the aftermath of Culloden in the 1750s. The second half sees their reunion and a shift in location to Jamaica, as they embark on a mission to rescue Jamie's nephew, young Ian, from pirates. Jamie's timeline involves his imprisonment at Ardsmuir and his subsequent ventures as an indentured servant and a printer in Edinburgh. Claire's timeline encompasses her pursuit of a medical career and her journey with her daughter Brianna to uncover the truth about Jamie. Ultimately, Claire and Jamie reunite in Edinburgh after 20 years, but face challenges from Jamie's previous marriage and their pursuit of hidden Jacobite treasure. They travel to Jamaica, encountering familiar faces and confronting the threat of time-traveling fanatic Gillis. The season concludes with a shipwreck that strands Claire and Jamie in the New World. What new challenges and adventures await Claire and Jamie as they navigate the timeline of Season 4 of Outlander? Season 4 follows a split timeline where Claire and Jamie navigate life in the 18th century while Brianna and Roger remain in the 20th century. Claire and Jamie survive a shipwreck and settle in North Carolina, establishing Frasers Ridge. Meanwhile, Brianna and Roger reconcile and travel back in time to reunite with Claire and Jamie. However, misunderstandings arise, leading to a series of unfortunate events. Brianna encounters Stephen Bonnet, who assaults her, but she eventually finds her parents and returns to Frasers Ridge. Roger is mistaken for Brianna's attacker by Jamie and is handed over to the Mohawk tribe. The confusion is later resolved, and Jamie and Ian embark on a mission to rescue Roger. Brianna gives birth to her baby, and Roger vows to raise the child as his own. The season ends with Jamie being approached by redcoats, who request his assistance in forming a militia. In Season 5, timeline what challenges and adventures await Claire, Jamie, and their family. Now the Fraser family faces various challenges and adventures in North Carolina. Jamie is tasked with killing Murtaugh Fitzgibbons and dealing with the Regulators' rebellion while trying to maintain Frasers Ridge. Claire focuses on keeping her family safe and utilizing modern medical techniques with the settlers. Brianna and Roger navigate married life and face conflicts, including a feud and a dangerous encounter in Brownsville. The regulator threat escalates, leading to the historical Battle of Alamance. Murtaugh sacrifices himself to save Jamie, and Roger narrowly escapes death. Jamie suffers a snakebite, but Claire saves him with an unconventional method. The Frasers also confronted the notorious Stephen Bonnet, leading to his capture and sentencing. A year later, it is discovered that Jemmy can time travel, offering the possibility for Roger, Brianna, and Jemmy to return to the future. Claire is kidnapped but is rescued by Jamie with the help of another time traveler named Donner. Ultimately, Roger, Brianna, and Jemmy end up in the same time and place, and Claire imagines the Fraser clan together in 1968 as a coping mechanism. And what pivotal moments and plot developments can fans see in the timeline of Outlander Season 6? In Season 6's timeline, which spans from 1773 to 1776 in North Carolina, the Fraser family prepares for the Revolutionary War amidst rising tensions. While there are only 8 episodes, the season covers significant ground and explores various genres, including family drama. The season features flashbacks to Scotland in 1746 and 1753, highlighting historical events and Jamie's experiences as a former prisoner. In North Carolina, the Frasers encounter challenges such as settling disputes with new arrivals, navigating political obligations, and dealing with personal traumas. Claire faces accusations of witchcraft and struggles with her traumatic capture, while Jamie takes on the role of Indian agent. The 6th book of Outlander concludes in 1776, and the majority of the 7th book also takes place during the same year. However, the storyline involves additional time travel, bringing some characters back to the 20th century timeline. For those who may be unsure about the ages of Jamie, Claire, and the other characters in the show, here's an overview. Please note that the ages of the actors portraying the characters are also provided for comparison. The ages of Jamie, Claire, and the other characters in the books and shows differ slightly. In 1776, Jamie was in his 50s while Claire was in her 40s. In terms of the actors' ages, Sam Heughan, who plays Jamie, was born in 1980, making him considerably younger than his character. Caitriona Balfe, who portrays Claire, was born in 1979, making her younger than her character's age in the storyline. Although not a lot of timeline details about Outlander Season 8 have been confirmed, Season 8 will primarily center around the 9th book, Go Tell the Bees That I'm Gone, according to author Diana Gabaldon. The upcoming season will explore the challenges faced by Jamie and Claire as the American Revolutionary War threatens to separate them and their family. Additionally, the storyline will delve into the concerns of Brianna, Roger, and their family in the 20th century, as they fear being targeted by conspirators. While the extent of adaptation and the specific plot points covered remains uncertain, these key elements are likely to form the main focus of Outlander Season 8. That's all there is to it. For the time being, please ensure that you enjoy our video. Please share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the newest news and reviews on future films from us. And don't forget to hit the bell button to never miss an update. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. We hope to see you at the next one. Until then, may your time be filled with adventure, romance, and the magic of Outlander.